In this epic tale, we shall begin with the most sinister of characters. We are looking at a person who in actuality was a learned man. Although brilliant, his self-centeredness got the better of him. He asked Brahma, the creation god, to make him the most powerful and influential man in the world. With great reluctance, Brahma awarded him the benediction he asked for. And so he was transformed into a unique form of ultimate demon. He at times manifested a remarkable and intimidating set of hands. He wielded terrible weapons and arrogantly flaunted his massively bodily frame. He was powerful and had become very much a controller. His appetite for this power held no limits, and so he asserted himself through conquering the three worlds, including the heavens above and then down to the lowest level of hell. Tearing open a gateway to that region, he unleashed a species of malignant creatures known as Rakshasas. With his expandedly jealous temperament, he sent the gods out of their celestial abode by usurping the thrones of Indra, the ruler of heaven. From here on, the gods found themselves in turmoil, with the demons occupying every corner of the universe. Was known from then on as Ravana, which means the one who makes the world scream in terror. The demigods had no alternative but to seek the help of Brahma, the creator. Indra, representing all the demigods, reminded Brahma that although Ravana had sought invincibility, he did not ask for immunity against humans, and thus his death must come at the hands of a human. All the demigods headed by Brahma approached Lord Vishnu, the Lord of preservation, and submitted their prayers. Brahma requested Vishnu to come in a human form as the worthy son of Dashrath, and in this unique form to dispatch Ravana and his evil Rakshasa associates, saving the world from suffering. He assured them that he, along with his expansions, will take birth as the four sons of Dashrath and would thus subdue the Rakshasa forces. King Dashrath, the ruler of Ayodhya, sat deep in contemplation. His handsome face was now in complete anguish as he brooded over the fact that he had no son to continue his royal lineage. Seeing the anxious king, his three queens, Kaushalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi, gently tried to console him. Under the guidance of great sages, King Dashrath performed a sacrifice to please Lord Vishnu, who, as per his promise to the demigods, agreed to descend as his Ram was born to Kaushalya along with Bharata, Shatrughan and Lakshman, born to Sumitra and Kaikeyi. Ram was tender, lovable, and destined to do something very wonderful. Prince Ram had grown up and evolved. Courageous and loyal, he was determined to abide by the obedience of Dharma. The aging Dashrath, and seeing that his eldest son Ram, endowed with so many virtues, wanted to install him as the prince regent. The whole city of Ayodhya was overjoyed at hearing the news of the coronation of Lord Ram, except one person, Manthara. Manthara was the hunchbacked maidservant of Kaikeyi. Her mind recoiled at hearing the news of Ram's coronation. Seized with anger, she surely thought this was a disaster, and in her scheming mind, she started making plans on how to poison Kaikeyi's mind against Lord Ram. She felt a surge of joy upon hearing the news and rewarded Mantra with her priceless necklace. Mantra, however, angrily threw down the necklace and began poisoning Kaikeyi against Lord Ram. Ultimately, Mantra succeeded in completely turning Kaikeyi against Ram. She convinced her to make her own son Bharata as the king. In order to achieve her goal of making Bharata as the king, Kaikeyi asked Dashrath for two boons. One was to send Ram to the forest for 14 years. And the other was to make Bharata as the king. Ram, being the most obedient son and follower of Dharma, without hesitation, agreed to leave for the forest in order to fulfill his father's promise to Kaikeyi. Lakshman, his younger brother, and Sita, his most chaste wife, also decided to follow him into the forest. Dashrath was crestfallen at this sudden turn of events. Due to the grief of separation from Ram, King Dashrath left 14 years in such a place at the forest. It was in the initial phase of their stay that they decided to wander the trails. They were fascinated by the features of the jungle and relished the pleasant and natural aromas. Meanwhile, back in Ayodhya, when Bharata heard the news from his mother Kaikeyi about Ram's exile, he was devastated. He absolutely refused to accept the throne meant for Ram and decided to immediately go to the forest and bring Ram back to Ayodhya along with Lakshman and Sita. When Bharata saw Ram dressed as an ascetic, his hair matted, he let out a cry and fell prostrate at his feet. Bharata implored Ram to come back to Ayodhya and accept the throne. However, Ram was very firm in his vow of following Dharma and upholding his father's promise. He refused to return. Bharata then requested Ram to give him his shoes with the purpose of installing the shoes as the rulers of the kingdom. Bharata decided to remain as their servants till Ram returned and took over his rightful kingdom. Even though one day Ravana had killed her husband while on a hunting excursion. His fatal death was a total accident and Ravana was regretful. This, however, did not compensate for her need to have a husband. She spent much time looking for her perfect partner. Being restless, she one day decided to be adventurous and go to the forest for a lustful tour amongst the trees. Peace prevailed until fate had that Surpanakha cross paths with Ram and company. Lo and behold, she was struck with love the moment she set her eyes on him. She used whatever ammunition possible to try to allure him. But Ram couldn't be tempted, being committed to Sita. The moment Surpanakha cast sight on Sita, she was sick with envy. Ram could see this, and he jokingly proposed that she accept Lakshman as her mate. The Rakshasi showed some interest, but Lakshman, like his brother, was not willing to consent. Stop! The Rakshasi bore her fangs and raised her claws toward the princess. But before she could strike, Ram intervened. Surpanakha cursed the three of them and swore that she would destroy Sita when their guard was down. Lakshman was enraged. He took his divine weapon and mutilated this most nosy of demons. For the deer. The deer kept a comfortable distance. She was so enchanted and begged Ram to catch the animal for her. Lakshman, ever cautious, told his brother that there was something odd about this deer. Ram agreed and asked Lakshman to stay with the fresh princess and guard her with his life while he retrieved the animal. As Ram chased the animal further and further away from the forest dwelling, he grew suspicious and decided to release his weapon. When the creature retreated, it revealed its true identity. It was another Rakshasa. And even as it was dying, it laughed at Ram falling into a trap devised by Ravana. He then cried out for help, imitating for help. Sita! Lakshman! Help me! The descent of call for help echoed off the trees and fell on Sita's ears. The princess panicked and she asked Lakshman to go and save her husband. He was apprehensive to leave but gave her some protection. Sita meditated and prayed for her husband's safe return. As she was in contemplation, she heard the sound of someone coming. The The princess turned around, hoping it was Ram, but instead she saw a sannyasi, a holy man at the edge of a protected area. Sita greeted the stranger and brought water for the mendicant to drink. Showing the hospitality fit for a travelling mendicant, her kindness was not mutually returned. For having stepped out of the protected area, the mendicant revealed his actual self. It was Ravana. An old vulture came to help. By the name of Hanuman. The monkey into a giant unnatural height. Hanuman could now easily spot Ravana's palace, situated on the island of Lanka. With a look of incredible determination, he shot forward over the ocean, and with one amazing leap he shouted, "Yes, Hero!" He reduced his size back to that of an ordinary monkey, so he could sneak into Ravana's palace. There he followed the sound of someone weeping. Hanuman had finally found Sita. He approached her and explained that Ram had mobilized an army to rescue her. Hanuman learned that Ravana had given the princess 1 month to decide on submitting to him as the queen or else wind up as his dinner. Hanuman told Sita that Ram will come for her. As Hanuman was leaving, the Rakshasa Ravana, looking at Hanuman over, decided to burn what was a treasured part of a monkey's body, the tail. Hanuman's tail naturally became hot, and he began to chant, Ram, Ram, Ram. For long, the entire Lanka was blazed. Hanuman returned to Ram, who came with the preparation to act Lanka. Then came the scene, battle between Ram and Ravana. Ram could not seem to vanquish the demons, despite the discharge of his divine weapons. He heard in the Ether Agastya's voice, revealing Ravana's most vulnerable spot, his navel, the vortex of his power. The navel! Strike the navel! After the defeat of Ravana,
was performed by Yamuna Sundari Mataji. Dashrath Maharaj was performed by Shabda Brahma Prabhu. And the three queens, Kaushalya was Pankajanvi Mataji. Sumitra was Manasa Mataji. Mataji. And Kaikai was Sumedha Vasudha Mataji. And now Mantra. Mantra was performed by Kavya Mataji. The deer role was played by Bhargavi Mataji. And now for the bad team. Ravana was performed by Nitin Prabhu. Ravana's three demon assistants were Kulapavana Prabhu, Karunanidhi Krishna Prabhu and Saurabh Prabhu. Surpanakha team. Surpanakha was performed by Shruti Mataji. And Surpanakha's three assistants were performed by Kirti, Radhika and Neha. Hanuman. So the small Hanuman was performed by Anurag Prabhu. And the big Hanuman was performed by Nanda Dulal Prabhu. Lord Brahma was performed by Rasesh Prabhu. Lord Vishnu was performed by Brijesh Prabhu. The demigods, there were two demigods. First demigod was Ashwin Prabhu, who was Indra. Second demigod was Jimit Prabhu. And there were two demigoddesses as well. One demigoddess was Avanija Mataji and Pallavi Mataji. And Bharat Maharaj was performed by Sudhir Govinda Prabhu. So please give a big round of applause for all these actors. And we would also like to thank Priya Mataji who did the narration. And Nachu Mataji, she played such an important role in this drama. She was helping us throughout the drama and all the background work, and the music was composed with the help of Jimit Prabhu by Nachu Mataji.